All right. Good morning, everyone. I'm Andrew. I don't want to work anymore. And here we are on Nasdaq land, or whatever land you're trading on, whether it's, YM or S&P. We're just hanging out trading this morning. So nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. That Wolf is in the house already. How are you, my dude? From Norway. Hello. I'm very short you put on yet. Very nice short you put on yesterday. Hit the top perfectly. Yeah, dude. Actually, I hit that one 3 times. I'm gonna talk about that in a second. So we'll go to my account history here, and so I had that initial loss for 42 bucks in the morning, and then that short that I put on was 159, and it didn't go all the way down. It came back up, so I closed that position and I got in again, and I wrote it down, and then I broke even there, and then I really caught it for almost 100 points on the way down. And we can look at the chart on how all that worked out. So let's go to the 1 minute. Yeah, I had a good time trading yesterday after the stream. So yeah, I hit this one, and then what? I think I got out. Let's just look at we'll look at the executions. Let's see here. Buy, sell. That doesn't look like. That doesn't look right. Sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. Almost break. That was the break even one. Right. So this was a sell, and then the buy. So that was the loss. And then I don't know what happened here. I don't really understand. Did I put 2 positions on? Maybe I put 2 positions on, and then I bought there, got in again, bought it back. This one was break even, and then I caught the top again and bought right there. I was trading from my phone. I couldn't really see exactly what was happening during this time. I really wanted to get closer to the New York bottom, but once I saw I had like 200 bucks, I just closed the trade, and I was really happy with that. So that's how that worked out. And then I was able to sit on my hands for the rest of the day and not try to mess around, which I'm pretty happy about, that discipline to like just walk away. So yeah, I got my count back up to 11,200 after some of my terrible performance after that other big win. Let's see here. Oh yeah, that really bad tilt day. We got an opening day gap, which is also like in this 1 hour. Yeah, look at that. It's right in the middle of this 1 hour fair value gap. So yeah, bias this morning. What's everyone thinking? I don't really have one. Let me just check one more time. Let's see here. Let's zoom out just a little bit. Oh, I gotta hide my executions. Gun to my head, we're going lower. Yeah, it looks like it's rolling over. And it rolls over, or this afternoon it explodes to the top side. Take out yesterday's lows. Yeah, man, I like the sound of that. I can get with that. The only thing I don't like about that one is I remember when this candle opened up, that would leave a volume imbalance, but like, I guess whatever, you got one here. It's not the end of the world. Market just opened up. Let's get the game faces on. Auto. So we just swept some stuff there. We are going to put the opening price here. I'm going to make that pink. Relatively equal lows here. I'm gonna hide the kill zones. I'm gonna remove the new day opening gap since it's inside, right in the middle of this 1 hour fair value gap on the downside anyway. What do I see here? Actually, after yesterday's sell-off, I would like to see us come back up and almost close in this I guess it's already done that. Yeah, really tough to say right now. Take out yesterday's lows, 21,630 on cash contracts. $100 to 220 points lower. That's it, eh? Oh yeah, here's the daily. So yesterday's low for me is... Oh man, what is it? It's about 21,900. $21,900. Okay, now we got to sweep into this fair value gap. Taking out some lows. We got relatively equal lows down here. I think we've already taken out yesterday's lows overnight anyway, unless you want to do that again. Dump it. You want to go... $862. Yeah, it's gonna close in that 1 hour fair value gap. It just almost completely filled it already. Okay, I took a sell. Whoa. I did not realize the amount of points that stop loss was. Jeez. I would have waited for more confirmation. Okay. Well, we're in it. And I will target relatively equal lows here. At least my RR is okay. So far, so good. This looks decent. I just want to check the fib here on the 15-minute. If this overnight retracement. Man, that was a... Yeah, we should go lower. I don't know why it's taking its time all of a sudden. That wolf, what the hell, man? I thought you said this is gonna keep dumping. Oh boy. Give it a few minutes. Oh, I don't think my stop loss is safe. It would have to been at the opening price. What else is happening out there? Let's see. Let's check out the stock portfolio. Debt Wolf, do you own any stocks? Man, Baba is just such a great deal right now. I almost feel like, yeah, Palantir is ripping and this thing's on sale. Alibaba's at a really good price. If you guys do some research, you're gonna be, that's an easy double. No, they're too boring. Oh my god. Man, that's a hot take. That's a hot take right there. Not looking good. What does the 15-second chart look like? Okay, there's my first loss, so that's great. Yeah, I think this is going higher. We took out some buy side there. I think we gotta come up. Cut these relatively equal highs just above the opening price. There's relatively equal. No, there's no relatively equal highs here. We inverted the first presented fair value gap. So there's that. We created one right here. We're just about to. No, it's got closed in. I'm going for one more sell. I think it was just early. Actually, I think this is a buy. I'm seeing a 15-minute consolidation here, manipulation lower, and now a push to the upside. Yeah, that's what we got going on. Although, let's see here. My stop is not in a good spot. Johnny, what's going on? Raghav's late today. My stop is not in a good spot. Where do I want this? Something like that. It needs to be able to retrace before going higher. Johnny, yeah, we rejected out of that 15-minute fair value gap, then inverse the first presented, I think, long as well. Yeah, dude. And higher time frame wise. feel like we got to rebalance this huge drop from yesterday. Yeah, there's this little 15-minute fair value gap. We got to be able to move up into here today before we can go lower. Now I see it. This little guy. Maybe relatively equal highs above that, but yeah, we're going higher first, which means when Jerome Powell comes out, we're gonna have a pretty nasty drop this afternoon, or we could explode up, but I don't think. Raghav's late today. I had longs too. Raghav, I'm in short ES targeting previous day low. Okay. No, I'm still not live funds. Yeah, man, I'm in no rush to gamble real money unless I have, you know, a strategy that's proven. And you know, I still struggle with over trading all day long, although, you know, you can look at yesterday's trades all day. I did very well after yesterday's initial loss. Yeah, I made like 3% yesterday, so I could still do better, basically. Where's my chat? Yeah, I overtrade. This is what I'm trying to remember. I'm gonna make it act as if I'm disciplined. I probably didn't spell that right. No, disciplined trader, something like that. Anyway, act as if. So doing, it's a struggle. I did, however, write out a rough game plan to follow and a checklist. Dude, that's great. Yeah, exactly. I like that. And then I also struggle with just taking profit. So that's what I did yesterday. Anytime, you know, I should start thinking about taking profit. Anytime I'm up like $50 to $100, just take it and go, you know? So I don't know if it's a greed thing, but definitely, I always think when I get into a trade that I got in at the top or the bottom, and I'm just going to ride it out for hours on end. Raghav got stopped out. Yeah, I think I just, one of those things, maybe I should just be getting out at these relatively equal highs right here, and just like adding up these base hits and being happy with that, even though I have all these upside objectives here that I think are totally possible and doable. You know, especially since we swept sell side. You know, I can move up my stop at the bottom of this fair value gap that we made, and maybe I should try my strategy and you know, every fair value gap that we print after that, just move the stop up. So that's one thing I haven't been doing ever since I abandoned my other strategy, just because it hasn't been working out. Get another little gap here. Then I can move this up into profit. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen, but looks like it's safe enough place to go. No, premature. See, there's the greed. Should have just left it there, but I see, you know. Would have got profit there. Look at this. That was the greed right there. Did you see that? Would have got profit. Now here I am, starting to turn around after it took these relatively equal highs. No, there. I'm just gonna close it. Teach myself a lesson. Yeah, same here. You know what? That was my initial plan. If we can come below these two lows into this fair value gap, it should be a long setup. And now I'm gonna have to wait. And then I didn't have the patience to hold off because I could have got that for 95 bucks. I think I have an issue with going long. I love going short. I feel way better about going short for whatever reason. If we come back into this 5-minute fair value gap, then I will re-enter. And if not, then I'll look for a short. Probably at the top of this. We have to get up here before I look for a short for the rest of the day, which will be this afternoon by the time we get up there. Although it looks like it's only 75 points away. Yeah, I gotta start practicing these SMTs. Yeah, my strategy got chopped up pretty bad. I think there was a lot of room for improvement for some other rules in it. When you can like identify a sideways market, but this is again, this is your classic AMD. Right? Your accumulation, manipulation that takes out some lows, and then distribution. Oh, I should be paying attention here. Yeah, bullish. Definitely bullish for the morning here. Until we rebalance this drop from last night or yesterday afternoon. And then we can dump off again. Wonder if we'll get back to the true day open. Let's see here. What would that look like? No, we're not getting that low. A limit buy. Yeah, that's what I want. Somewhere in here. I guess just below the opening price. Basically that first fair value gap after we inverted the first presented fair value gap. You know, I wonder if it'll be able to come all the way down into the first presented fair value gap again. I'm gonna remove this one from the 1 hour. And our accumulation here. I think the PO3 is super powerful. It's just showing up a lot lately. Not lately, I think it happens every day. You know, same here. A little accumulation, a little drop down, move up. You can even say accumulated here, pushed up, drop down. Rebalance, accumulated, pushed down, took out liquidity, now we're going up. And that's why I think it's even happening on the daily. I think we're like really accumulating in here. And for some reason, I think the interest rate announcement is going to come out this afternoon. They're not going to change rates. And then the market's going to sell off because they really wanted rates to change, and then we can move higher. So we'll see. Accumulation, manipulation up, dump off. You know, accumulation, manipulation up. We're accumulating right now, so we'll see. We will see. Same thing here, accumulating, push down, push back up. Yeah, too bad he can't, although he's done everything else that he's not supposed to be able to do, so I'm surprised he hasn't been able to get rid of Jerome Powell. But it's pure madness. What is the 50% on this? What's the consequent encroachment on this 15-minute wick? 21,952. I think we can get down there. Man, that's far. It seems really far. 21,952. I'm gonna make that. I'll make that one white. Here's our sell-off. Looking to come down and then get bullish again. We're getting past this fair value gap. Looking for longs. Let's see what happens. I guess also ideally like inverting one on the way back up, but getting super aggressive would be. Let's see, how many points is this in here? Let's say we took a long right here. Man, where would you put your stop? 15 points? Doesn't sound so bad. 33 points. Might not even give us the chance. If it closes above here, oh boy. I think that's that. Man, that's still a big stop. Someone went long again. Okay. Looking good. Oh man. Man, that's why the limit orders scare me. Not getting filled by a tick. Ah, dude, that would be frustrating. It is frustrating. Here. Ideally, I wanted to take a long as soon as we inverted that FEG, but I hesitated. So let's just say it was there. My stop loss is here, targeting, let's say a 2-to-1. That puts me up in here in this fair value gap. So I'm gonna do that. Just to the bottom of it will be good enough for me. $9.48, 1 minute fair value gap was the entry though, it seems. 9 minute, 9:48. Didn't I have an entry there? Where did I get in? Or I got in lower down here after we inverted here. Yeah, I got in on one of these candles. Yeah, really, I would say the entry was on the 940 after inverting the first presented fair value gap, sweeping these lows. And then holding now to whatever objective you want. I'll go for low-hanging fruit up here. I'll look to move my stop to break even as soon as I can. Pretty much there. As long as this candle starts to push higher, I can move my stop. What was this? That was the 950 macro. 15 minute looks good. Get rid of my fib on that 15-minute candle. We don't need that right now. There's that push. Yeah. Just about break even for me here. And then we'll look to hit 22.058, which is just below the high, just in case it wants to make some sort of double top or relatively equal high. I usually keep my profit targets below the highs. Ten, 10:03, 10:03. My stop is not safe right now. My stop still has to stay down here. Let's see here. Yeah. Move my stop too early. I would be surprised if it kept pushing up without stopping me out first. 10:01. Yeah. That's where my stop needs to be still. low here. Looks like it stopped at the CISD here. So this last leg drop before going up, the opening price of this candle, I believe, is the CISD. Came up, just bounced off of it. What does it look like on our 5-minute? I'm just checking what a measured move would be out of this range that we're in. Like, what's it called? Like a standard deviation out of there. Would it be a 2? No. -1 will be all the way up there. Close to the highs of Monday. What about a -0.5? -0.5, where are you? I know I have it. There we go. I'll take the -1 off. No, I didn't do that. I didn't do that right. So that gets me to those relatively equal highs up here. I don't want to add text, thank you. Just take that off. Chart's pretty busy here. Can move my stop up to and go to there. Well, I hope everyone's doing okay. We're most likely going to hit profit here pretty quick, and I'm going to end the stream and get on with my day. 7 in the morning my time. I gotta get the kettle on, make some tea, make some eggs. 1 loss for the day, Raghav. Not bad. Same here. I would really like to hit my TP. Are you guys gonna trade the news this afternoon? What are your rules on that? What do you guys do? Are you gonna try to get in a position before he speaks? After? Do you guys fuck around and find out with that? That's what I want to know. Yeah, your AM session only because you're sleeping. You trade after that wolf. Okay. Yeah, gotta wait. I feel like depending on... No, I shouldn't do that. I will be watching for sure. Whether I act, we will see. And there it is. Okay. You guys have a great day. Thanks for coming out. No more trades for me today. Going for dinner. Have a good dinner, my friend. Let me know what you're having. And yeah, clean. That was nice. Got into this retracement. We were expecting a little bit deeper, but after we inverted there, it was a clear go for sure. Held on, got into the top of that fair value gap, took out the top here. No, we did not. We did not clear. I'm actually interested to see. Let's... Oops. Just for fun, I want to know. Is it gonna hit it or is it just gonna reject here? Yeah, I feel like it's just here to possibly engineer liquidity for later. You know, maybe we're worked down now for a little bit. They could just retrace for a little bit and then still blow through, but anyway, we'll find out. And that's why I set my TPs just a little bit lower. Anyway, you guys have a great day. Thanks for coming out. And we'll catch you tomorrow.